All right, we're back. And second review of the night. Second and final review of the night. Here we have from Church Brewing out of Wolfville, Nova Scotia, I believe. Is that true? Is that for true? Wolfville, NS, yes. This is their Saltwater Joys Gose, and that is a fucking beautiful can. I like their logo. I like their cans. They're very, very minimalist and aesthetically pleasing. So Gose, if you're not familiar, variation on the wheat beer. Generally has some sort of botanical added to it, like most wheat beers actually tend to do. But also, there's usually salt added, or the water source used has a high amount of salt in it in the first place. So that's generally what differentiates it from other wheat beers, and usually also the wheat beer. 50% of the malt bill is usually wheat. So there you go. And we have a couple people chatting already. We have Joe back. That color scheme is great. It is. It's very, very nice. And we have CB Fall saying, very nice labeling. Yes, indeed, sir. And so, yeah, we're going to go to Church Brewing website here real quick. Just take a real quick look and see if they have anything else to say about this beer. So, share screen, Chrome tab, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Okay, so beers of the past and present. I guess that's where I want to go. Yeah, so they got their core brands here. The Mayflower White IPA, which I'm not too big on. Just not a style I'm really into. They have a German porter here, which I desperately want to try. I've had their Illuminate Kivik Pale Ale, which is pretty good, and of course their classic standard beer. Their Congregation Pilsner is fucking excellent. Till Death Do Us Tart Framboise. Okay. That sounds good. Best Kind Kivik IPA. The Luxury Double. They just do all the Belgian stuff, and it's canned Belgian style, basically. Sanctuary Inkle, I've had that before. That's really good. Very good light table beer. Silver Lining Wit Beer. In Your Honor Canadian Blonde Ale. And 8 Bells Belgio Pale Ale. Okay, so we want to go back up to the Saltwater Joys Gose and more info, it says. So let's see if it says anything else that's not in a can. I don't want tasting notes. Food pairings, goat cheese, fresh garden salad, lemon vinaigrette, blackened cod, eggs Benedict with a rich hollandaise sauce, shivich, and mule's frites. Tulip glass. I don't quite have a tulip glass going here, but whatever. Ingredients: malt, Pilsen malt, pale wheat malt, raw wheat, and acidulated malt. I don't know what that is. Pearl hops. Not quite familiar with pearl hops either. And then they have coriander and pink Himalayan salt used in this. And yeast Voskevik. And you saw the Kevik word used in some of their other stuff. That's kind of the yeast they use for a lot of their beers, I assume. 4.4%, 5 IBUs. So we're not looking for bitterness here. So we're going to stop there. Okay. And then we got Joe saying, crazy brewery still brewing white IPAs. Is this 2014? Yeah, it's not a good style. I mean, I think I like it less than black IPAs, honestly. And then Joe goes on to say, goat cheese. Are they sure it's not some more of your pungent cheeses, like blue cheese, or dare I say, Gorgonzola, baby? Some Gorgonzola cheese up in here. Get some smoked Gouda with some Gorgonzola. Guys, we got some Gorgonzola up here, guys. We got some smoked cheese and some Gorgonzola we're going to put in this here. It pairs well with that. I tell you, guys. Now buy my BB by Fly bottle openers. Okay, we're going to pour this shit. He's still making videos. I'm still making videos. So what am I trying to say here? What did it say in here? Simple things in life. An homage to one of the popular sour wheat beers of Germany, brewed with sea salt and coriander. Well, they say sea salt here. They say pink Himalayan salt on the website. So maybe they've changed things because that's not the same thing, right? Ingredients. Oh, let's see. They water, malted barley, wheat, oats, coriander, sea salt. Okay, so they need to update their website a little bit. The ingredients are a little different. And then and then the beer patrol. I knew that comment would trigger the voice, and I was not disappointed. That's right, baby. Whether it's Dusty Rose or it's Greg's beer reviews, guys. You can always count on me to do that shit. All right, so looking at it here, very clear. Looks more amber on the actual camera. It's actually more of a golden straw color. All right, we'll go right to the aroma. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. The coriander seems, I don't know, maybe this is something coriander does. And Joe says, even though I'm laughing through my hurt sternum, it was worth it, daddy. You just got yourself a hot punch, baby. You can recover from that. It's not a potent finisher no more, baby doll. All right, so you're getting a little bit of the wheat mustiness coming up, which is to be expected. But that salt, man, oh man. The coriander seems to be like lifting it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to best describe it. It's just like the coriander's underneath, and then there's just all of the saltiness like coming up in the aroma. It's like if someone was like using coriander to cook something on like a beachside barbecue and like a big bonfire or some shit, and you got the general salt in the air kind of thing from the sea. Man, oh man, salt is big in this one. I just like smelling it, man. It also kind of reminds me of you know how you buy those big salt lamps, basically. You know, they got the light inside, and it's like when it heats up, the sort of salt. I guess it's like supposed to be like air purification or some shit as well. But you can sort of smell the salt when you light them fuckers up. All right, I'm excited to go into taste here. I just pour a little bit more in here. Cheers, guys. Whoa. That is salty. Man, oh man. That is, without a doubt, the saltiest Gose I've ever had. Holy fuck. But it ain't off-putting. This is good shit. Salt just dominates. Absolutely dominates. I'm getting a little bit of malt. Hops are not present at all. Like you was saying, 5 IBUs or some shit. Like, yep. Like, there's no finish to this other than fucking salt. And the coriander is a little bit in there. I assume it mixing with the salt is giving me that there's like there's a sour kind of aftertaste at the roof of my mouth. And then there's just like this streamline of salt throughout the entire drink. And we got CB Fall saying, wow, amazing review indeed, Lee. Thank you, sir. And then Joe going, this is good shit. Vince McMahon, is that you? Oh, God, don't remind me of that Bray Wyatt bullshit, dude. Mm. It's like salt and vinegar chips without the vinegar. Okay, so it's extremely one-dimensional and it's very light-bodied. Generally, the sort of things I've had in this style have been a little bit varied. Like the flavor profile is a little bit deeper. This is pretty much just straight ahead salt, and that little bit of like sour twang in the roof of my mouth. Little bit of graininess, mustiness from the wheat, kind of. This is definitely a food pairing beer. Like legit, I would not be necessarily buying this to just drink on its own. Like I wouldn't be sessioning these, but like as a something to have with fish and chips or some shit. Oh yeah, or some sort of spicy food. Fuck man. Man. I know it'll go good with some smoked Gouda, baby, and some Gorgonzola. Maybe some pepper jack. And then Joe says, he's asking, do you think maybe if they did a variant with some kind of fruit like citrus would help bring a little complexity to it? Like a grapefruit or orange version sounds like it might work well. I think they could stand to do that. I mean, it is a wheat beer at its base. So like if you add like orange peel or something like that to break up the salt a little bit, it probably would improve it. I'm imagining. But I mean, that's if you want to, sell this as a beer you should just drink on your like. It's still drinkable on its own. I think I'm kind of using a bit of hyperbole here when it comes to the saltiness. Like it's not making it undrinkable by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just like thinking this is going to be so perfect for food. So fucking perfect for food. And this is coming from a guy who doesn't usually eat food with beer. Like very rarely will I eat food with beer. I just don't tend to pair beer with food at all. But this is like perfect for that shit, man. Like this is what I want to have at like a really good seafood restaurant. This is fucking perfect for that shit. And I mean, if you're having seafood anyway, you're probably going to have like lemon or something like that to be squeezing over your fish, or vinegar on your fish and chips and shit like that, or whatever you're getting. You tend to have something like that added in. So just combining all those flavors together with this beer to wash it down, yeah, I think it would be pretty spot on. So I've been rambling a little too long here, but I mean, I was just kind of amazed by how big the flavor was on this as far as the saltiness goes. So as a Gose, it's probably not the best I've had just because it doesn't quite have like the flavor depth. So there's like it's very, very one note. And Goses aren't supposed to be super complex, but this is so strictly one note. So it's going to hurt the style score a teeny bit. So I'm going to give it like a 7.5 out of 10 for style. I'd say I've had some better Goses than this. But as far as personal enjoyment, I'm going to throw a 8.5 because I really like it. I mean, I would, like I said, I probably wouldn't session these, but I'm definitely going to buy it again. Like it's good to have like two in a night or something like that would be what I'd be looking for. You know, good stuff, man. Fucking good stuff. Church Brewing, man. They kill it. The only beer I've had from them that I haven't liked all that much is the white IPA, and that's just a style thing. There's like literally almost no way I can think of that anyone can make a white IPA and make me like it all that much. And then Joe says, yeah, I'm thinking more of a standalone beer more than a food pairing beer. Yeah, if you were adding that stuff, it would probably work pretty well. And then Joe says, same here. I'd like to keep them separated. Shout out Raven. But there are exceptions for me. Yeah, fair enough. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. I think I just hit the mark where I'd be cutting into BA 101, stealing like 2 viewers out of the 5 they generally get anyway. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so I'm going to go over to BA 101 and watch anyway because I can't participate this week. But thanks, guys, for watching. And I hope you all have a good night. And I'm fucking out of here.